excited, not just because, as you might think, I'm dreaming of taking a seat after 7 hours of standing nonstop, but in fact, because I'm really looking forward to the session with Anna, and also because after Anna's session, we'll have a lot of announcements about the winners and whatnot. So I'm very, very excited for the very final and I guess probably funniest and the most rewarding part of the session, where all the feedback will come and all the thank yous and all the result harvesting, etc. So without further ado, let's jump into Anna's session called Maximizing Student Engagement and Success Through Course Design. So we'll go through some practical strategies for creating engaging and successful e-learning courses. And following the previous sessions on leveraging analytics, saving time and money in training, reducing turnover, getting buy-in, Anna Poli's session will provide actionable insights on how to design courses, then foster students' engagements and promote successful learning outcomes. Anna, do you see and do you copy? Are you with me? Are you excited as I am?
Sure, I definitely am. Like, I'm as always, like full of goosebumps, but really, really excited. And I hope that you will love the session. So
I'm sure
I'm
people
just
will.
can't
So break a leg.
wait.
Good luck, Anna. The floor is yours.
Thank you. So, hello, everyone. My name is Anna Poli, and I'm a senior course designer at iSpring Academy. So thank you for joining our second session, Maximizing Student Engagement and Success Through Course Design. It's especially great to see those of you who attended our session yesterday. 15 course design mistakes that ruin engagement and metrics. But if you missed our first session, no worries. There's plenty of things to learn today. But first of all, I would like to tell you a little bit about iSpring Academy and what we do in case you weren't here last time. So, of course, we are part of iSpring Solutions, and iSpring does not develop fantastic e-learning software. It also a team of e-learning experts who help customers with their e-learning project, and that's us. They do things like help companies launch an LMS with ready-made and custom courses. And we provide courses on instructional design and course development, just like I'm doing right now. And to give you a better idea of what we do at iSpring Academy, we prepared a little video for you. So here it is.
Do you want to reach new heights in your career or profession, level up projects for clients, and grow your skills and expertise? Unlock your true e-learning potential and collaborate with experts from the iSpring Academy to create the perfect courses for your business. Get your team up and learning fast with an ever-growing library of courses created by iSpring experts. Train your staff in must-have areas such as leadership, management, and compliance. Your employees will be able to take courses on any device. Looking for the easy button for e-learning development? Here it is. Just let us know what you need and we'll build tailored e-learning courses for your specific needs. Custom courses address your team's unique goals and match your company's branding. If you need to learn the practical side of instructional design, this is the course you're looking for. It includes 20 video lessons that will help you master every stage of course development. You'll learn how to create effective courses from A to Z, engage learners, and help them develop their knowledge and skills. Level up your proficiency with iSpring software and increase your value in the field of e-learning with an iSpring certification. Your iSpring Professional Certificate is proof of your expertise in using iSpring software to build e-learning courses and deliver training. Earn the certificate and get exclusive access to the iSpring Talent Hub is a catalog of certified e-learning specialists. Find an expert who will develop online courses, launch training programs, and tailor an LMS to your organization's needs. Or become a listed professional yourself. Join our community of never-stop learning enthusiasts all over the world at the iSpring Academy.
Okay, so how did you like it? I hope that you noticed me somewhere in the middle of the video. Okay, so I hope that this helps paint a clear picture of what we do. So during our first session yesterday, we discussed the most frequent mistakes made in course design. And at the end of the session, we announced our challenge. So we gave everyone a slide with some errors and what they were supposed to improve and submitted back to us. So in today's session, we're going to have a kind of open critique of their submissions. So like I said, even if you weren't here last time, I'm sure this instructional design critique session will be packed full of helpful information. So thank you so much, everyone who submitted their work for the challenge. During this session, we will look at the changes you applied to the original version of Bad Slide and talk about why they work better or perhaps why they don't. And of course, at the end of the session, we will select 3 winners. You are the judges. So be sure to stay till the end to vote for the best work. Let's see how you all did. So, it looks like you all had very similar and different ideas. And I'm sure you all will, but just a little reminder. Please, 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 please be respectful when commenting on others' work, right? So, because this is our chance to help each other and be together at this moment. So, respect is very important. Okay, we are ready to start. Here is the original Bad Slide. As you can see, there are too many different colors, icons, and other elements. So it gives a feeling of chaos. So have the slide been transformed by you? By our first effort. Let's take a look at how the first participant tackled this task. So here is the first corrected slide. We will look at it. The author did a great job getting rid of excessive elements and leaving only the important ones. Everything looks clean, so it's much easier to concentrate on the actual information now. The initial slide lacked of hierarchy, and here, this problem is solved. The heading stands out as the main element, since it's now in large, bold font. But we would suggest putting some finishing touches on this slide if you don't mind for sure. So first of all, we will apply left alignment to the main text blocks. And let me show you how it looks. So what do you think? Let us know. You're most welcome to share your thoughts. Okay, but please, when you create a slide, you need to remember, but you always want to make sure that there is a logic to how you choose a position of elements on your slide. Each element should be balanced with other elements so that it looks nice and clean and not too much busy or random. Always look for something on the slide that you can align your elements to, even if there are just 2 objects far apart from each other on one slide. And just as a reminder, why do we want to have well-designed slides in a course in the first place? So I don't know about you, but in my opinion, this is because we want to make it as easy as possible for our learners to absorb the information, right? So we want to present information in the best way possible. A study conducted by the e-learning guild found that learners are more likely to complete e-learning courses that are visually appealing. In fact, the study found that completion rates for visually appealing courses were 15% higher than completion rates of courses which were not that appealing. Secondly, let's do some more work on the gradient used for the background. Now the text can read much more easily since we up the contrast relative to the background. Good use of contrast is really important and an effective course design. Contrast will help you separate different parts of the content. So make your navigation more noticeable and highlight the main idea on the slide. Without contrast, it is not clear what to look at, and this can absolutely frustrate your learners as their eyes dart around trying to decide what is the most important to read. This slide also can be transformed by adding an interaction using iSpring Suite. And let me show you how it will look. So this is how you can split multi-component information into several parts, just by adding interactions. Working these interactions is super easy. So you just need to choose a template, insert pictures and text, and that's it. The design of each template can be easily customized to match your corporate branding. Adding interactions is always a great way to structure your information. Interactions really involve your learners in the learning process, because by adding elements like buttons, they can choose their own navigation order of the material. Freedom of choice is an important aspect of adult learning. And here a learner can go from the first tab to the second one, then go to the third one, or they can just look at the first, then the third, then go back to first, and so on. So I believe you get the idea. So your users can switch tabs both using the buttons inside the interaction and using the main course player. But if necessary, you can set up strict navigation. So adjust the settings depending on what you think works best for your courses. And don't worry about interactions on mobile devices. They're 100% adaptive, so your learners will always be able to interact with them as you intended. So have you ever used any of the interactions in iSpring Suite? If so, what task do you use them for? Please don't hesitate to let us know in the chat. Grace, can you please help me with this? Is there any comments?
I'll be there for you when the answers come to chat. Definitely, but we're still waiting. And while we're waiting, I'd like to kindly ask you, Anna, which are your favorite interactions?
Whoa, there's so many. I don't know. I really love the guided image, I believe.
Okay.
Just because you can add some labels, and depending on this to your picture, users can just click on those labels and see a description of a particular part or a particular area of your picture. That's pretty good, I believe. So yeah, I like this one much more than others.
Mm-hmm. So Jennifer says that Jennifer says, yes, I've used nearly all of them. Jake says, not yet, but I'd love to use them. Nicole says, show steps of a sales flow. Show steps of a sales flow. Jake says, yeah, sorry.
So no. I just have a comment on a comment. I just love it how customers are using those interactions and actually share their user cases and their cases, how they use it. So that's amazing.
Also, Roxanne and Jennifer speak about definitions and defining terminology. items with hotspots, step by step, etc. So we've got actually lots of them, but there is a question by Jake.
Okay.
Where do I find these interactions in iSpring?
So after you install iSpring Suite on your computer, you can see it if you open up iSpring using its icon on your desktop, or if you open it in PowerPoint, you will be able to see the interaction button on the iSpring ribbon.
All right, then we have lots of other comments coming, but I guess because we have so many things on the agenda, probably we might want to proceed.
Sure, thank you so much. Okay, so we go to the next one. Okay, give me just a moment. Okay, so let's move on. And our second participant managed to create 3 versions of the slide. So way to go.
Wow, what an engagement.
Yes, absolutely. And as per our competition rules, remember only one version will be voted on, but we are going to analyze all 3 final slides because they're super interesting and we just cannot miss that. Okay, so here's the first version. It looks really good. This is the case where less is more. Everything is very neat in terms of color combination, right? So icons, style, and alignment so good. Look how nice a slide looks. Then the elements are aligned with one another. One thing I would suggest doing to improve the slide, it is making the font larger to make it easier to read. So like this. Look great to me, and it can also be turned into the interaction, of course. So see how the same information becomes more engaging. Feel free to write your thoughts on this version in our chat. And while we will have a look at 2 more versions of the slide presented by our second participant. So this is more minimalist. The good thing is that there is no extra stuff here. So it's not possible to distract your learners from learning. But then you're using a simple slides in the course, I would recommend keeping in mind that making this kind of slides might become monotonous after a while. So for many learners, and it's very, very important to jazz up this content with some more engaging material. Here, I would like to quote American professor Darren Norman, author of the book Emotional Design. So it's not enough, but we build products and function, but are understandable and usable. We also need to build products that bring joy and excitement, pleasure and fun, and yes, beauty to people's lives. Isn't it awesome? I just love it so much. So it's really important, but a training course impacts learners' emotions to make them want to complete the training and to make them enjoy interacting with the content. Like we've said, engaged learners are more likely to complete a course. And it's more likely that the course won't be just scrolled through, but students will actually be immersed in the material and retain the information. And finally, the third version of participant number 2. And by the way, if any of you find yourself developing courses for clients, I think it's really good to offer a few different versions for your clients. So they can choose from many versions, right? So this is just a side note. So as per the third version, it's more interactive, which is very cool. We already been talking a lot about the importance of interactive content today. So if you want to, you can make comments on this slide in the chat. But in the interest of time, I'll move on to participant number 3. But no worries, we will go through all the comments, so you're most welcome to share them.
Please do. And you also help other participants to learn from your thoughts. So please don't hesitate to shoot a comment in the chat.
Absolutely, yes. So participant number 3. To start with, let's take another look at the original flawed slide. So just to renew it in our minds. So in this version, I liked that the title is visible straight away. It's the first element that draws your attention. And it was a great idea to kind of mirror the topic of the course by using various font colors in the text. However, in this case, some text blocks are difficult to read because they are blended into the background. Also, the photo in the background is probably a bit too stock photo, like we talked about in our last session. So I feel like the people in the photo are expressing kind of unnatural emotions, but this is just my opinion, right? So so I suggest that we use a photo that looks a bit more natural. So then we will place the text on the white background because it will allow us to make the text more visible. And here is a totally different way to arrange elements on the slide. The text has now become dark gray, and the color accent has moved to the bar to the left of the title. Does our audience have any thoughts about those improvements? Is there anything else left that you can improve? We are welcome to any ideas, so don't hesitate. Let us know what you think. I will take some water if you don't mind.
Sure, absolutely. We're waiting for the answers. While we're waiting, I'll read out for you some of the comments in the chat.
Sure.
iSpring interactions are great and are even better when combined with interactions built within PowerPoint. I really like how the title pops out. The color text is a bit too hard to read, but I like how the person shortened the texts by rewriting them as questions.
That's true.
Yeah, and Tony mentioned that I like the text picture. Oh, sorry, I like the picture in the background. Some of the text color is difficult to see. Yeah, well, we're still waiting for the answers. So I wonder if maybe we could proceed so far.
Sure, I believe that we can. Okay, as usual, let's go back to our bad slide. So now let us have a look at the version that was sent to us by participant number 4. We have another great version of the slide. So it's cool that all of you have many ideas and all of them are so different. The most important thing here, but I want to point out, is a clear-cut hierarchical arrangement on this slide. There's a title, a subtitle, and body text. So the text is super readable since there's enough contrast. It's great that you added an image, but it seems a bit out of place here since the picture itself is very small and it's kind of difficult to see what is on it. So let's try to break this slide down into 2 slides. So the first slide will be a cover like this. So then we will place a picture in the background. So we feel more like we are present in the scene ourselves. And then we move on to the text. So we changed the bullets, what were in the original version. Doing it this way makes it much easier to read and to understand. And before we move on to the fifth participant, let us have a look at the bed slide once again. Okay, so here it's nice that there is a character who will accompany the learner throughout the course. The hierarchy of elements is observed. There is a prominent title and subtitle, then a question and a list of options. White text on a black background is super easy to read. To improve this, I would have the character be a bit more expressive so that we can appeal to the emotions of our learners. Also, we need to make the title pop a bit more. And we need to align all text blocks to the left. Then reading, we automatically shift our gaze to the left side of the page and down the line. If the text is aligned in the center, then the eyes stop is like in an unusual place. All of this slows down the reader and also makes comprehension more difficult. Or alternatively, you can split the slide into 2 slides. And let's see what this will look like. So notice that we have replaced a character. So this is a character from our content library, which has dozens of characters and hundreds of different poses and emotions. So you can really personalize your content. And on the next slide, we have conjugation, but it's a smooth transition. Then we move to the other side. It still feels like we are on the previous one, since the main design elements are still the same. You can also use this technique in your courses. And inspired by this version, we created another version of the slide. And let's take a look at it. So you can see here that we have chosen a simpler font, and it was sans serif. And we divided one slide into 3. The title slide and 2 slides with a list of display. So what do you think about these changes? You're most welcome to share your comments.
Right. Yes, we do appreciate every comment and every slide. And actually, I know that Anna's colleagues are already reading them. And I'm sure Anna will do the first thing after we finish. She wouldn't go to bed until she reads all those comments. But unfortunately, Anna, since there is this delay and it takes a little time for the audience to type their comments, I believe because we are pressed for time, it's good for us to move on, and then you will definitely have a chance to familiarize yourself with the comments later.
Okay, I will definitely do. Okay, so once again, we'll take a look at the original slide. Now, this author of this slide did a very good job choosing a good shade of accent color and combine it with the background of the slide. The hierarchy of text elements is working pretty well. The title is separated from the entire slide using a graphic element, so that's good. I do have a couple of ideas on how to improve the slide, and in order to highlight the icons on the red background, we will make them white. So we will increase the contrast between the 2 colors to make it more readable. I also want to change the color of the large die to white and reduce the transparency. This way, the background will not dominate the space and the text will be easier to read. In order for our eyes to immediately fall on the most important information, we place the text blocks on the left side. Since we read from left to right, our eyes focus on the left side of the screen. And since there's a lot of information on one slide, let's transfer some of it to the second one, along with the question of our character. So this will make the slide more readable. always keep in mind the main rule, which helped me a lot when I just started. So one slide, one key point. Okay, so this is how we would suggest improving this version. So this is the first part, the first slide, there's a text. And it continues on the next slide. There's a question. Okay, now let's move on to participant number 7. This is a bad slide once again. And that's great that a character is used in this course because it makes the course come alive, especially when it's about such an important topic concerning people, diversity, and inclusion. Take a look at the use of left alignment. Everything looks neat and clean. However, there's still some points that I think could be improved. So in our version, we have changed the standard Calibri font to Roboto and corrected the hierarchy. The title has remained at the top, but we have added a bright accent element to it. We have also replaced the background with a more realistic office from the content library, since a photo character looks better with a photo background. We have improved the background text also, so black text has more contrast against the white background, and square bullets repeat the square shape of the background, which adds unity of all the elements. We also have moved the question to the second slide, since it's important to visually separate the character's speech and the body of the text. We already used this approach a little earlier, so we are moving to the final version. I think we are. So refresh our memory one last time and see the original bad version. And then we will take a look at how our last but not least participant approached it. It's really cool that the topic of diversity is represented through the inclusion of multiple colors. And the effort is definitely trying to arrange the elements according to the hierarchy rule. It's great that the text was divided into 4 groups and was visually reinforced with icons. This will increase learning knowledge retention. By the way, if you want to learn more about effective composition techniques, I suggest reading the book Slideology. The book contains helpful tips on how to create slides that can capture the attention and even the imagination of your learners. So this version is basically perfect, but we would like to add a pinch of magic. And here's what we did. I really liked the idea with different colors. So we added different colored backgrounds for each group and muted the colors just a little bit so that the text would pop a bit more in contrast. We changed the title to Common Practices Found in Diverse and Inclusive Workplaces, as it better describes the information on the slide than workplace, diversity, and inclusion. And we wrote, check out what's present at your workplace under the elements it's referring to. And for sure, that's always a good idea to add an interaction to your courses in order not to overload one slide with a lot of information. So this way, the learner gets information in small, easily decidable chunks. I think now you're getting an idea of how many awesome things you can do with the help of iSpring Suite. So I hope that you love this version of the slide. Okay, let's move on. Secretly, and actually, we have one another participant in our challenge. Due to some technical difficulties, we weren't able to review the slide in details before, but we still really want to give this a person a chance to participate in the challenge. So let's look at this slide right now. So let's take a look at this version of the slide. The author decided to divide the information into several slides, which is awesome. I also like that there's a contrast between the text and the background. This way, the text is more readable for your learners. The photos, especially the second one, looks good to you. In this course, I would recommend changing the slide size from 4 to 3 to a widescreen format, which is 16 to 9. So that the course will show up great on any devices, including smartphones. Widescreen format 16 to 9 will expand the screen boundaries of the slide and let you have more space for text, pictures, different graphics. So let's not limit our workspace, right? But when you create your slides, you need to remember that at least 20% of the slide should be left blank. Because in this case, learners can visually grasp the information better. Okay, we made it. We reviewed all your submissions. Each slide was unique in its own way, and thank you so much for being so active and send us all of your slides. Okay, and this is the moment of truth. It's time to vote. On your screens right now, you can see all improved slides. So to vote, please follow the link in the chat and choose a submission that you like the most. I recommend opening the link on your smartphones because you will be able to zoom in each version to make a better look at it and decide which is the best for you. Okay, give me just a moment. Okay, so you have 3 minutes. So take your time and see which one you love most.
Anna, can I ask a couple of questions while the guys are voting?
Sure, you can definitely do that.
First question is it only one slide that we can choose?
Yes.
Oh, so unfortunate because I like several. All right. Then I need to make my mind and I don't have that much time for that. All right.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, sure. However, another question is, what's going to happen to the winner of the slides? Is this person going to be privileged for some, I don't know, gift or any extra special badge confirmed by Anna Poli to be the best slide designer 2023? Or what's that going to be?
So this is, ladies and gentlemen, the best host ever who reminded me to tell you about the important part. For sure, we have some valuable prizes. So the person who wins this challenge, he will get 100% discount for our course about instructional design. The person who will take the second place will have a 50% discount. And the third place will have 25% discount. So don't miss your chance, vote, and you still have time to do that. Okay, and for sure, one more important announcement, which I forgot again. So all the participants of the session right now who's watching us, all of you have 10% discount for this course on how to create a perfect online course. So I hope you will love this.
Sure. How do we make sure that the participants get this discount?
So right after we will find out who's the winner, we will contact directly to this person and let them know how they can access this course, and they will people who has discount, we will send them a link so they can use this discount. For sure.
Oh, I see. How nice. Amazing. Oh, I think they're very lucky, our participants, aren't they?
That's
All
true.
right.
That's true.
Let's remind everyone that you only have about 20 seconds to make your mind. And I see we have an absolute leader. However, there is still a competition for the second and the third place. Am I right?
That's true, I believe. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if we will choose your slides, please do not hesitate. Say to us, but you're here in the chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like unreveal yourself. Exactly.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have our winner, I believe.
Yay.
Okay, that's awesome. Let me go back to my presentation.
Sure.
Oops.
And while you're moving towards your presentation, I would like to once again say that there will be a direct email contact with the winners, and our colleagues from iSpring support team will make sure that the victory and the prize find their winner.
That's absolutely true. So we will contact you directly because when you submitted a form, we got your email, so we will contact you. So please expect a message from us.
All right. I'm excited. Anna, let's announce the winner.
Okay, so congratulations. I'm so sorry if I misspelled someone's name, okay? Not that good names. So the first place is going to Veronica. And after this is after of slide number 6. So you're our winner. You did the best version of the slide according to our audience.
Fantastic.
You get our course, How to Create an Interactive Online Course for Instructional Designers, totally for free. So congratulations, so happy for you. I hope that you will love it. Second place goes to Tani, who submitted the slide number 9. So you get a 50% discount on the video course. Congrats. And the third place goes to Jennifer, the author of the slide number 7. You're getting a 25% discount on the course. Yay! Congratulations again to all our winners. We will be contacting you, all of you, ASAP to give you all the discounts. So expect a message from us. And I believe, unfortunately, it's time for me to say goodbye. For sure, not forever. You will see me again. So we have a really amazing global online community of people who are super dedicated to course design, professional development, and just e-learning in general. So, I really love to be part of it. And I love the idea that you is a part of it. So if you want to join our community, just follow the link to our LinkedIn group in the chat. We'll be very glad to see you in our group. And for sure, so happy to see you in our conference day 2. So thank you, everyone, for joining our session today. Thank you, Chris. You're an amazing host. So I just hope that you will have a great rest of your day. Have an amazing weekend. So yeah, see you in the next ones.
Yay! Anna, thank you so much. I have comments in the chat that ask you, Anna, no, stay with us, don't leave. But I'm sure, unfortunately, every good thing has its end, or at least has a pause. So we need to make a pause here. Let Anna go and congratulate the winners. And as we remember, read your comments in the chat, because this is what she was looking forward to doing, right?
I'm sure that my colleagues saved all the comments and I will not go home today. Doesn't matter if it's Friday until I read all of them.
Okay. Anna, thank you so very much. And I'll see you later. And
See ya.
dear colleagues and dear participants, I'm very,
Yes.
very happy for the winners of the contest, but I'm also very happy for all the participants
Yeah,
because
that's true.
yeah,
That's
because
true.
they learned a lot throughout this. They learned a lot throughout this contest. I'm sure a lot of you guys enjoyed the engagement that we've had in the end, but this is not the end, actually. I'd like to thank all of you, our attendees, for joining us today at iSpring Days 2023. I really, really want to thank everybody who stays with us up until now. Don't forget, this is not the end. We still have a lot of things to do. We do hope that you found these sessions informative and engaging, and you valued those insights that hopefully will improve your e-learning initiatives. And now I suggest that you guys share with us what you believe you find the most important as a result of this event. And we would formulate the question in the following way. What are you most grateful for? So I want to really ask you guys to now take a momentary pause. Think a little bit about the moments of iSpring Days 2023, 2 days, amazing time, amazing speakers. We've had more than a dozen speakers performing in front of you, which is, oh my God, this is like so much of wisdom packed into this just a super short period of time. And I'm so glad if you guys find a chance and opportunity to share with us what you're grateful for. So please scan the QR code or follow the link and share with us what you feel the most grateful for. I'm looking forward to receiving your comments in the chat. Sorry, not in the chat, but in the slides through AHA Slides. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing your answers. Afterwards, of course, we will have some other important announcements, especially about the winners of our competition. So grateful for Anna Poli's great tips both days. Anna, you're my star, shining only now. Oh my
I'm
God.
shining like a diamond. Yeah.
Yes, shining bright like a diamond. Exactly. So Jennifer says,
I'm so sorry for interrupting you, Chris, but you asked so many questions during those 2 days. But can I ask you a question?
of course, go ahead, shoot it.
Okay, so what is your number one takeaway from our conference from both days?
Well, it would be a lie if I say that I only have one takeaway. So I actually have a list of about 15 points that I want to process later on. I have my comments here. I don't want to show the exact details, but I'll just show a pip because if somebody reads my personal note, that's not going to be very nice. So I have a long list of things that I keep track of. And of course, I would like to work on them through the following days with my team. But I would probably say that throughout these days, I've seen people from different parts of the US and people from abroad answering different questions, engaging into different activities. And what I observed is, again, an enormous number of cultural differences. And now I'm even thinking of how I can probably be also valuable to iSpring community of maybe offering a webinar on those cultural differences or something like that. So this is my idea that's rolling on the top of my mind right now. But without further ado, I think we should also read the comments of our participants and check out what they are grateful for. So for the opportunity to view the content in a new light with the new perspectives learned. We loved Anna's sessions and feel grateful for them. That's fantastic. Such good tips about course design, learned a lot. We're grateful for all the positive and upbeat energy. There was a wealth of information from all presenters, and Anna's session the most because I can put what I've learned into practice. I'm so glad I have iSpring. Lots of love. It has been so helpful, and going through this conference has been so insightful. Oh, fantastic. I'm so great. I also keep getting lots of comments and compliments in the chat. Thank you so very much, guys. I really appreciate your energy that you're returning back to me. And now I think we'll, of course, again, review all your comments in our slides and in the chat. But now let me take a moment and thank you for the commitment to be with us all this time. And of course, we invite you to continue the conversation with us and with the other attendees on our community. So special thanks to all of our speakers who shared their expertise and experience. Their contributions were truly exceptional, but indeed, it's all about the community. So our commitment to customer success is reflected in the resources that we provide through our community forum, webinars, blogs, and guides, of course. So the iSpring Community Forum is a platform where you can connect and learn ideas, and of course, share them, get help with different projects. It's a great place to ask your questions, get feedback, learn from others in the industry. So this community is very active and responsive with moderators and iSpring staff available to provide support and guidance. So check it out. iSpring webinars are another valuable resource for anyone looking forward to improving their e-learning skills. These live events cover a wide range of topics, from creating interactive quizzes to using multimedia in your courses. So I'm sure you have seen lots of our speakers during those shorter webinars. So please check them out if you haven't yet. The webinars are led by experts in the field, and attendees have the opportunity to ask questions and interact with the presenter. So finally, iSpring Guides are comprehensive resources that provide step-by-step instructions on how to use iSpring software. These guides are designed to help users get the most out of e-learning and cover everything from basic features to advanced functionality. So with clear, easy-to-go instructions, guides of iSpring make it really easy to create engaging and very effective learning content, specifically e-learning content. So I would like to now move to the part where we will be awarding the winners of our posts on LinkedIn. Are you guys excited? I'm super excited. So let's give a round of virtual applause and maybe physical applause, because you've been sitting for so long. Time to move your hands a little bit. So let's give a round of applause to our winner of the first place, who nominated the most insightful post. The first place goes to Miguel Tavares Cruz. And again, I apologize if for some reason maybe I'm not pronouncing the names or surnames correctly, but I hope you got it right. Miguel, just a quote from Miguel's post: "As learning and development professionals, our goal is to help learners navigate through their learning journey to achieve an effective learning transfer. It's an adventure where learners experience, practice, and gain behavioral change." So thank you so very much, Thomas, for sharing this insight. Oh, sorry. Thank you so very much, Miguel. I apologize for sharing all of these insights. And the first place, and Amazon gift card, goes to you with $100. Congratulations. And the second place goes to Veronica. Veronica Selena, I guess this is the right way to pronounce the last name. I hope so. So totally using the Silly 8 activity for ideation to help myself get past the writer's block I have going on. Fantastic, Veronica. Congratulations to you. A $50 Amazon gift card goes to you wherever you are. I'm sure it will find you. We will contact you and make sure that you get your prize. So the second way to win was for taking the most stunning backdrop. And here, the first place goes to, let's have a quick look. The first place goes to Christine Batten. Attended iSpring Days from 3 monitors at the same time, just like some of our speakers did. They used 3 monitors to see us at one monitor, to see their presentation, to see your YouTube comments. So congratulations, really, really impressive. Christine, this is a very well-deserved first place. We're very grateful that you took part in this challenge, and you definitely deserve this card. And last but not least, in the list of the nominees for the second place in the category Most Stunning Backdrop, Oscar goes to Lita Bledsoe, because learning happens anywhere, even at Starbucks. So congratulations, Lita. This is the second place and the Amazon gift card of $50. It goes to you. Fantastic. Oh, I can see our winners are in the chat. Definitely the most devoted attendees. Yay, fantastic. I'm very glad you're here with us, and I'm very, very glad that you had a chance to hear your name pronounced from the screen. More than 100 people still watch us, and I'm sure more than that will continue watching later. So your name is in history already. So
Absolutely.
yay, absolutely. So thank you everyone very much for your participation. My colleague Nadia Spellman will contact you on LinkedIn and you'll receive your gifts for sure. And we hope that this contest has inspired you to continue pursuing your passion. And of course, we look forward to seeing more of your incredible thoughts and photos in the future. So your achievement is a testament to your skill and dedication, and we are proud to have you as a part of our community. I really do hope that you have already joined all of our community groups. All right. So as we wrap up one day of our iSpring days, our day 2, I want to remind all of our attendees who are considering iSpring Learn as their new e-learning platform about our special offer, typically valued at $2,499. Today, you can take an advantage and have this offer 3 sessions with our customer success team at no cost. And this offer is only until July the 1st. So please follow the link, mention iSpring Days in the comments, and make an appointment with our manager to learn more. And we're looking forward to seeing you with this tool as your practical tool. So even if the conference is over, we do not say farewell. We say see you soon. Join our community, download the guides, participate in the webinars. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send them to Nadia, or of course, connect with us on LinkedIn. All of us, we have our profiles open for you for sure. Add me there as well. I'll be super happy to see you. Have a great evening, day, morning, night, wherever you are ahead of you. And I'll use this opportunity, and as a passionate intercultural communicator, I'd like to share with you all my love and all my heart, but in a very particular manner. I've recently been working with a team from Southeast Asia, and they've taught me a fantastic trick. They say that it's very trendy these days in Asia, not to just do the heart shapes like that, like they would usually do in the pictures earlier, because these are just 2 hearts, and 2 hearts are not cool because they're not just cool enough. 2 hearts are not enough. So what we need to do is to show 1 heart this way, 1 heart this way, and the 3rd heart this way. So I'm sending you the 3 hearts. I hope you learned a new interesting cultural trick. And I really, really feel very grateful for all your energy, all your comments, and all your engagement during these 2 days. And I can't wait to see you iSpring Days 2024. See you soon. Bye-bye.